So does everything sound good in the live stream?
Yeah, let me pull that up.
What's this? Unlockables obtained. Okay.
Yeah, it sounds good.
Where is everybody? It's only 1:46 a.m. on a work night.
These streams should blow up, damn it.
Okay, so last time we were counting all the cigarette ashtrays. I need to find another item case. Is there one around here? Oh, there we go. Oh, and I actually got the key. Some shotgun shells. Does the shotgun take up 2 slots in this game?
I think that it doesn't until you upgrade it.
Some
You can get like an
gunpowder.
upgrade for a lot of the weapons in this game. Here, hang on. Shotgun parts.
Guessing since I found some shotgun ammo, firing a shotgun isn't too far off. So,
The shotgun is actually pretty close to the room that you're in right now. You're
the
pretty close
wooden
to where it
planks,
is, but
do those?
to answer your question about how many slots it takes up, though, there is a long barrel that will make it take up 8 rounds and make it deal more damage, and a stock, which will increase its fire rate. I don't know which one of those will do it, but one of those things will make the shotgun take up 2 slots. What was your other question?
Yeah. Oh, the wooden planks. What do those do? Like, I think you could use them on the windows, but...
Yep, you barricade the windows so that zombies stop spawning through there. The window that's right outside that save room you just came from is a good spot to put some wooden boards. If you have
It
some.
looked like it was already boarded up.
Oh, then it hasn't been busted through yet. Yeah, a zombie will break through that window, and then you can re-barricade it with the planks. We haven't played this one in a while.
The flashlight mechanics, it reminds me of Resident Evil 4 when like the demo that came out, Leon was always walking around with a flashlight and he was fighting these like sentient dolls.
I like Resident Evil 4, but I did kind of want... I did kind of still want that version of it. I remember when those trailers were dropping and that was all we knew of Resident Evil 4. Wait, no, I think that those test builds actually, they dropped like a few years after Resident Evil 4 came out.
106, 109. Damn, I only got one person watching. Damn Shabisky and his poor communication skills.
We should be doing the main show, damn it.
Now, one setting I put in the last stream we did was, like, I chose what language it was. I'm thinking maybe that fucked with the algorithms. I think maybe if you don't actually set a specific language, then you're more likely to get a more varied audience.
Right.
Wait, after you place the blink key, you can't take it out again?
No, but there is another blank key that you can use.
That's stupid. I guess I'll use the logic that Leon's just an idiot. Key card.
He is a police officer. Those aren't the brightest bulbs.
Well, hey, if there's a zombie invasion, who are you gonna call?
Ghostbusters.
Oh, I didn't know they dealt with zombies.
All I know is that when there's something strange in your neighborhood, who you gonna call? Ghostbusters. Zombies are strange. So if they're in my neighborhood, I'm calling Ghostbusters, not the police.
Remember everyone was freaking out when they did the, like, female Ghostbusters?
Oh yeah, I remember that. The angry video game nerd said that he refused to do a review of it because he didn't like how it was blatantly capitalizing on people's nostalgia for an 80s movie. But in that video where he said that he refused to review it, he stated that he actually didn't think it was that big of a deal that they had women being all the Ghostbusters now, but obviously, because he made a video at all that was called, like, I refuse to review Ghostbusters 2016, there were a lot of spurgs that were like, yeah, see, even the AVGN won't watch it. And then there were obviously some, like, SJWs who just took the title and were just like, see, AVGN is sexist now. Even though he actually said the one thing that didn't bother him about it was the women.
I think one of the things he took issue with was the fact that most of the staff are still alive, and yet they just didn't do a remake. Or not a remake, an actual sequel. They could have, like, passed the torch, but it's like there are people who are still really big fans of the franchise, and the fact that the film wasn't really that old, it was like 20 years old when the remake happened, it's just, why can't they give people the follow-up film that they wanted?
Right.
And that I can understand.
Yeah, that I understand and agree with.
But then there's people like Mundane Matt, where they made countless videos off of it. It's just you're obsessing over a movie that isn't even out yet.
Vaginas off my fucking Ghostbusters!
Atrocity.
Like, wouldn't you think it was a fucking atrocity if they tried to do, like, a Thelma and Louise sequel, but it's a couple of dudes?
I really wouldn't care, as long as it's good.
I think it would be funny if they did that, but they specifically got a couple of fat, sweaty neckbeards.
I mean, all I care about is the quality of the movie. I mean, sometimes I can understand why people might be upset with the casting, but if it's well made, it's well made, and if the elements of the writing aren't necessarily bigoted, then I don't see what the issue is.
Well, that and also you can say like, I was disappointed by this, but they did still get a good actor to play this person or something like that. Like the Resident Evil Netflix show was dog shit, and I didn't really think that they did anything cool with Wesker. But Lance Reddick is a cool actor, so like I'm not gonna be complaining about a cool ass actor playing Albert Wesker.
Oh, Seraphina's in the chat. Where is everyone, Seraphina? Because Shab has poor communication skills and everything, and said he wanted to do a stream, but then he didn't want to do a stream, and then he wanted to do it later, and then whatever.
Trubisky's a slut with 5 abortions. That's what we're telling you.
Where is everyone at 2 a.m. on a work night? Oh, Seraphina said she really loves my hair. Seraphina, all the people who love Trump that come to my chat, they're all alphas, and they say that my hair makes me gay.
Yeah, they all say that we get no pussy. Do you agree with that, Sarah?
So how do you make shotgun shells with gunpowder? Do you need to combine like 3 of them?
Yeah, there's like I know that they had like 2 different types of gunpowder in that one, right?
Oh, they have 2 different
Hard to
types. Oh,
it's hard to memorize the crafting systems from all the different RE games. Let me look it up.
But the second game, I thought it didn't have gun, or was it the third game? Because one of the
original version of the original RE2 didn't have gunpowder, but Resident Evil 3 does.
Yeah.
You can make enhanced handgun bullets.
Okay, so there's a dark room here. Is there a way to put your flashlight away? I'm guessing if I don't do things right, then you'll fuck it up.
For developing film, you just walk up to the...
Okay.
Yeah, you just go into the dark room and do it.
So, red staff and green book.
So, a yellow gunpowder and a regular gunpowder will make 3 shotgun shells. And then a yellow gunpowder and a large regular gunpowder will make 6. So I honestly, I would probably mostly use the gunpowder for handgun.
It's in the notes. Remember in Resident Evil 4, the notes and stuff don't tell you anything important. Maybe some of the puzzles for treasure, but at the end of the game, you fight the abominations or whatever they're called, that have like the stretchy arms and spikes. And apparently one of the, like, the night vision scopes or thermal scopes allows you to shoot their, like, internal, like, weak points. And you would never know that if you didn't read the note.
Oh, the vine things. I forget what they're called. I know they have a name.
I think they were called abominations.
That wouldn't surprise me. But so gunpowder. What I'm gonna recommend to you, like if you
reserve
want, like,
the gunpowder.
Yeah, the yellow gunpowder. It can be used to make shotgun shells. But if you use a large gunpowder to mix it with the yellow and get shotgun shells, you only get 6 out of that. Whereas you could just combine 2 regular large gunpowders and get 56 handgun bullets, which is a way better deal. So when you get yellow gunpowder, just mix it with more yellow gunpowder, and you'll get magnum ammo. Now, you don't get the magnum till a little bit later.
Good
but
for
having
bosses.
more ammo for it would be... Yes, exactly. So save your yellow gunpowder specifically for that, and then... the white gunpowder, I would also recommend just mixing it with more white gunpowder to get SMG ammo. Oh wait, no. Leon doesn't use the SMG. That's when you play as Claire. What can he do with it then?
Well, wasn't it? There was a. I think it was the. Yeah, it was the second game where there are certain spots where you would have to choose, and that would affect the second playthrough. So if you took it, then the following playthrough, they which was like in a harder mode, right. They wouldn't be able to use the SMG. Wait, so where's the key card that I need? I'm guessing it's in one of those desks with the initials.
Trying to remember where you get that key card. You know what? I think it might be upstairs.
Good thing this flashlight has long battery life.
Yeah, that's right. So you'll find the key card to get you that shotgun in the library.
Oh, hi.
Hey,
there you are.
Marvin.
Come here. Take a look.
Yes. I knew she'd make it.
Oh, you know her?
Yeah. Name's Claire. I came into town with her.
You can get to that courtyard. Through the second floor. East side.
I'm on it. Thanks, Lieutenant.
Wait, so he doesn't know any of the initials? Are you able to find medicine for him?
Nope, not like Rodrigo in Code Veronica.
Forrest in the remake. Wait.
Oh, that's Richard. Forrest is already dead when you find him, and he is the one that you find the grenade.
Yeah, and he's the one who the one special mode has the grenade vest. He follows you around the mansion.
Yeah, when I was doing the challenge a few weeks ago, Zenemy had never played that particular one before, and he thought the grenade zombie was funny. When the remake of Resident Evil 1 was a newer game, I did not know that was a thing that you unlocked. Because I beat the game and saved it and just didn't notice that the game had given me a message saying, like, on your next playthrough of the game, there will be an extra dangerous zombie stalking you throughout the mansion. And, like, there is a message that shows up on screen that tells you that, but I didn't see it the first time I beat it. So I did my New Game Plus, and he started chasing me around, and I was like, what the fuck is this thing? I had to go online to, like, learn that it was Forrest, because I blew him up, obviously, and died. So I didn't get a good enough look at him before that happened. there's been a lot of great Resident Evil games lately, like over the last 5-10 years. But that remake of Resident Evil 1, I think, is always going to be my favorite.
Other set of planks. Now, don't the zombies in this game have ammo? You kill them? Is that the key card? Oh, I guess now I can get the shotgun. So yeah, it was very...
Drop ammo for you.
Horror House Media says, hey. Howdy. Welcome to the late night RE2 stream. I guess I always overthink it. I was like apprehensive to or reluctant to head to the next part of the game to be clear because I'm like, wait, am I just missing something? Is the key card to the shotgun safe somewhere around that area, and then I'm gonna leave, and then
Not
I'm gonna
be able to get it.
Yeah, or encounter a boss and not have it.
That's the thing with Resident Evil. It's always like, do I have everything I can get from this area? Or am I gonna accidentally miss out on some stuff that I can't go back to get? That can happen a lot in like Resident Evil 4 or 8.
If only Leon knew how to just, well, I guess gun locker or weapons locker would be hard to break into, but if only he knew how to, like, at least break open a wooden desk or a wooden door. The dumb fuck. I wonder, do you think they'll ever release a Resident Evil game where they bring back the tank controls? Everyone's favorite control scheme.
So when Resident Evil 2 Remake first came out, I was like, yes, this is what they always needed. This is what I always wanted, because I personally, like, as far as personal preferences go, I like the tank controls more. Like, I like the old Resident Evil games more than I like the third-person ones by a long shot. But I always felt like the perfect way to satisfy as many people as possible would have been to, like, give us the combat like Resident Evil 4, the over-the-shoulder third-person.
Oh, no.
And then put that in, like, an old-school style Resident Evil game. And when they finally did this, I was so happy, because that was what I had been begging for years. Now, if they brought back the tank controls, I think people would be pissed, but I would be really happy.
A lot of Resident Evil fans would love it.
Yeah.
Remember in the second game, there was one officer with, like, an automatic rifle, and the zombies were overwhelming him, and then he accidentally shot down the helicopter.
Claire!
Yeah, that is such a ridiculous cutscene.
I'll be right there.
Okay.
I thought it made perfect sense when I was a kid, but, like, as an adult, I'm just like, damn, those...
What a dumb fuck.
Like, well, first of all, what a dumb fuck, but, like, I thought that when I was a kid, too. Like, I was just like, dude, just back up. The zombies won't get you. They're slow.
I'm guessing you don't
Just
have
move past
one of
them.
those fancy
You don't even have to
portraits?
shoot at them. Just walk.
Unfortunately, no.
But,
How are you doing?
the thing that
No,
stands out to me about that
surviving.
cutscene is, like, goddamn.
That's good.
Those must be
luck
some
with your
really, like, power-packed and 9mm, like...
Don't lose hope. I'm sure we're gonna find
What kind of, like, 9mm bullets are just gonna shoot through that helicopter like that?
So
You'd have to.
wait.
The windshield
They're not
to get
able
him.
to get through this fence.
Claire, I think you should go.
Don't worry about me, Leon. You take care of yourself.
I think that
Claire, you need
you
to
eventually
go.
can't
now.
go back out here
Yeah.
because
I'm just saying right now.
Leon and Claire will be like, I can't go out there. There's zombies.
The fact that they have to
Marvin,
separate.
situation here. I'm surrounded by zombies. Marvin, do you copy? Marvin.
Oh, and there's a cutting tool right here.
Damn it.
Yeah. Leon can use it on the chain, but not the gate.
Yeah, they're not able to cooperate with one another and make contact because of a fucking fence. God. So is that other way completely obstructed by the flames?
I think for now it is.
Oh, Whorehouse Media, I played the original ones a while back. I just been getting back into gaming, so haven't played a lot of games in a while. So the first Resident Evil game I've played since the ones on the PS2 and GameCube. But my friend Zidane here, he is a big Resident Evil fan, so I believe he's played all the recent games.
Yep, all of them. Even the bad ones.
Wait, I guess I... Wait, where's my knife? Oh. Does the knife only have, like, a limited amount of swipes, or...?
Yeah, they have durability, and then there's
Oh.
the, you can unlock the infinite knife. It's a really weird mechanic.
The weapon that... Well, I guess, the tank controls, the knife is a pretty useless weapon. At least in my experience, but these kind of controls, it seems like you can knock them off their feet, and then it has practicality. Yay! I Britney Spears him. There's the Raccoon Daily bulletin board. Wait, so this can cut through fairly thick chains, so is he not going to be able to use this to cut through, like, the combination locks on the desks?
Nope.
God, Leon.
Son of a bitch.
So, doesn't Resident Evil 4 take place, just, a few years after the, like, the second one?
I believe 6 years?
6 years. So, how did he go from rookie cop to, like, federal president, like, protective, like, agent? In, like, the span of just 6 years. Seemed to work his way up the ranks pretty quickly.
I believe the implication is that he knew too much, so they made him a government agent.
Well, it seemed like his, skill set became his acrobatic, parkour sort of, combat skills Seem to pick up all those very, very quickly. Okay, any of them got ammo? Here we go. Open. It's another important item. High-grade gunpowder. To find another item crate. Same. That's the fuse. Wait, was this the, I guess, shaft door that used to come this way initially? Oh. Oh, fuck. A decent jump scare. Wait, so what's more, I guess, efficient? The, has better healing properties? The red green herb or the double green herb?
Red green.
Yeah, preserve that. Oh, who's here?
Kimberly.
It's me.
Yeah. Tab was showcasing his poor executive functioning again.
I came in here to say, Genie Weenie.
Is that something Shab wanted you to say?
Yep, we talked about it.
Isn't he hilarious?
What?
Isn't he hilarious? Isn't he like a comedy actor? Yeah.
He was, and then I watched like 2 seconds of his stream earlier. And I was laughing, so I was like, what a silly guy. And I mean, he was great on the DP stream. Best DP stream ever.
What'd you think of his comedy shtick on my stream yesterday?
I didn't watch your whole stream. Don't think too highly of yourself, Genie Weenie.
Come on, you gotta admit, my humor is definitely much more multi-layered.
Multi-layered. What did you think of the clip that I got of you?
I thought it was funny.
I cannot stop laughing at that. That's like one of my favorite clips. Like, I don't know what it is. I like seeing people get fucking annoyed.
It's the best, isn't it?
It was just so obvious. You're so annoyed. And then I think if you like rewatch it a bunch of times like I did, you can see Shabisky kind of like holding back his laughter.
Yeah, he's a little shit.
Because you were being a little cringe. The host is talking. Wait. Let me do my Gene impression. The host is talking. Wait.
Am I that nasally?
You keep trying to sound like Ben Shapiro.
Taylor says I suck. Why are you telling me I suck, Taylor?
My Dr. White.
My wife, who's a doctor.
She does not have a wet-ass pussy.
Who else just joined
She
us?
believes that wet pussy is a medical condition. Sarah.
She's muted.
Wet ass P word.
Yes.
Is that what you're trying to do, Jane?
Do what?
Hey.
Oh, I do that when I'm like thinking.
I do that just to be excessive.
Or I guess when I'm deliberating, like, should I do this or that?
It's thundering really bad outside my house right now.
Oh shit.
It just shook the whole house.
Oh
Are
damn.
your pets scared?
I don't know. They're cats.
Well, usually you can tell if they're scared.
I think one of the first times Althea heard like all that, she was just like, "What the fuck? Make it stop!" Oh, everyone's joining. Do we have more chicks in here than dudes?
Yes.
Looks like it.
We're diversive.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Wait, who
Even
else?
though fat, sweaty dudes in the chat like to think that that we never have women on our shows.
Oh,
Or
I'm
they
clearly.
don't never even speak to women, right? Shut up,
You know-
Jean.
Yeah.
Shut up. It's not your show.
Yeah.
Alex told me that.
He
I
said
knew.
what?
I knew. That wasn't true.
So this is where I get all
What did he say?
OCD.
He said.
He said we're not misogynistic enough. And he's
No,
right.
He said you guys were too misogynistic.
Yeah, we're too
I didn't-
misogynistic.
I'm misogynistic.
Yeah, you are.
Oh,
Maybe.
guess I gotta try to be, more PC.
Yeah, try being a little bit more inclusive. Try sucking a little bit more dick.
Alright, I'm gonna be more inclusive. I'm gonna start hitting more women and not just men.
Stop. Amanda, what? Would you like to say something?
Yeah. I mean,
Ah.
she'd like to say nothing, thank
Oh, wow.
For a second there, I was worried that your mic wasn't working and that there would actually be a creepy layer to what I just said. I was like, wait, babe, say something.
I should have just stayed quiet. I should have muted myself.
Yeah, you should have. That would have been
Quietly just.
Get away.
You turn on your camera and you've used makeup to like make it look like you have a black eye.
No, they're not dead.
Oh my god, see, that's the shit that I hate.
Jesus Christ.
I'm a puss.
Will they all just die already?
Are you talking about women when you said, will they all just die
No,
already?
the zombies.
See, you're such a
This is
misogynist.
exactly what he was talking
You guys
about.
are gaslighting me.
Bullying
but-
and harassing me.
Let's show how unmisogynist they are, and we just, like, abuse the boys.
Women just don't know how to be nice to nice guys.
Oh my god. You're just so nice, cause what nice boy, what nice guy TM thing did you do lately? Open a door for a chick or something? And you thought you'd get sex out of that?
Whoever told you that's lying? Fucking zombie.
Isn't that how they think? You're supposed to go up. You're supposed to be a nice guy, TM.
You gotta do like the...
Nice guys don't need to remind you all the time that they're a nice guy.
That's the point. Like, they always wanna fucking... Well, I'm such a nice guy. Like, okay.
Telling is a lot easier than showing.
Yeah.
It's the path of
Prove
least
it, bitch.
resistance.
Especially if you tell them loudly and aggressively.
Yeah. Assert your dominance. By
I'm
laying
a nice
out...
guy, stupid bitch. What were you saying?
You show how nice you are by, like, helping them out, by helping them learn the facts.
Nah, you gotta yell at them and slap
Yeah.
them and tell them that you're a nice person. Like, hey, bitch, smack! I am a good person! That's how
That's
you
how
do
facts work.
it. Yeah. Obviously.
Now I want to go, like, find a subreddit with a bunch of nice guys in it.
Well, in all seriousness, gotta find it. There's this one subreddit that, it's like fighting, misandry or whatever. And I was disagreeing with one of the dudes in that subreddit, and they were calling me a bully. But I was speaking in the most formal manner imaginable. It's not like I came in and I'm like, yeah, you're a bunch of, like, spurg incels. And they were, like, talking about how women have a free ride because they, live off their husbands and shit. And then when I pointed out that they weren't really allowed to work a lot of jobs throughout most of American history. They were like, oh, they banned me for spreading false information.
Oh, wait, okay, it's for fighting misandry?
So, I guess it's a subreddit about how, I guess, men are really the ones that are bullied.
Oh, yeah, I can't find it right away, so that's too bad.
It might be called something else, but...
Well, okay, yeah, aren't some of those just, like, echo chambers? You're not really allowed to, like, have a different...
Yeah.
There's a lot of those, like, single father, like, forums and stuff like that, and it's like, I won't pretend that there aren't people who have been screwed over by the system and don't get to see their kid under very unfair and false pretenses, but they'll meet each other in these forums and just kind of assume, like, all the other dudes in there are somebody who got screwed over, and it's like at least a couple of you might at least a couple of you deserve to have your kids taken from you.
Nah.
Like, that's the thing is, you got to look at the individual to figure that out. Like, you can't just point the finger.
You're just being a yes man, Zidane. It's
Yeah.
black and white, so it's always
a
100%.
two-way street.
I think a lot of men don't really want to take care of their kids. So...
Well, a lot of fathers don't give a shit about their kids, but then once their wife breaks up with them, then all of a sudden they care about their kids, because it's almost like they just want to screw over the other spouse out of spite for, like, breaking up with them. What's that?
Granted, or child support. They don't want to pay child support.
Yeah, they want half. That's so... Divorce is crazy.
It's just really sucking at this game. I could swear that I've been down, these corridors like a million times.
Did Zidane and Manda just leave at the same
Yeah, I
time?
was like, wait.
No, we were offending them.
Oh my god.
No, and then Taylor left.
And Taya, what the fuck?
Oh god. Oops, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I just need to message them and yell at them.
Okay. I'm just gonna...
Well, okay, Zidane and Manda leaving at the same time. I'm like, okay, are y'all like having a little meetup?
Well, I
Late
know
night meetup.
Taylor's been playing Schedule 1 with them, so I'm guessing maybe they moved over somewhere else to play that game.
They're like, fuck Gene. Schedule 1
Hitler.
starts off. Fuck Hitler Gene. I've been, oh my gosh, I don't know who I'm gonna trigger. I guess Zidane's left, so I can't. But like,
I'm very sensitive.
I've been looking at the polyamory subreddit because it's such a dumpster fire, dude. It's oh my gosh.
I can't stand Reddit. Usually if I go on...
I read it sometimes.
Oh, was I right, Taylor? You guys were playing that other game that's not Resident Evil?
It doesn't say that she's... Oh, is she in chat?
Yeah.
Oh, let's see if it'll let me view that. I might have to get on my computer.
Kira says, in RE9, we are going back to Raccoon City. Yeah, this is the first Resident Evil game I played in a while. I played the ones on the PlayStation and the GameCube. Taken a hiatus from playing video games for a while, so just gotten back into gaming.
Attaboy. I see Shabisky has 11 watching.
Well,
Is what it says.
Is he on Kick?
I don't know. I'm just on YouTube and it brought up he's in that fucking pyramid, which I was fucking around in there last time. I mean, that's the beginning of the game. You go straight to the sand levels. You're familiar with Mario 64, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, isn't the desert world that's like in the second part of the game? After you beat the first Bowser fight?
Yeah. I think so, yeah. Yeah, he's doing a level that I did not do. So I'm like, whoa, what's this?
Mario 64 is probably one of those games where, because I had it as a kid, even if I haven't played it in like 20 years, I could probably beat it blindfolded because it's so ingrained in my muscle memory.
Because you're just so good at video games.
I think it's probably the case with most people. Like, you know those movies you had on cassette tape when you're like a kid? Because kids like to watch things over and over again.
Hold on, cassette or VHS? What the
VHS.
fuck are you talking about?
Yeah.
There we go. Get your shit together.
Well, they are technically a type of cassette tape.
They're just bigger.
Let's see, what did I... Oh, I think we got Star Wars on VHS. Oh, I'm bringing up Star Wars. Is that triggering you?
Yeah. Guy who really liked Star Wars when I was younger. He broke into my home and killed my family.
Wait, what? Who broke in? Star Wars broke into your home?
No, a guy who really liked Star Wars broke into my home. Killed my family.
Oh. Okay, where's your stream again? Wait, do I have a message? Oh, I do have a... Okay, who's in your stream? I need to know exactly who's in your stream so I know what shit I can talk.
But who do you want to talk shit about?
I'm
Well,
right
I'm
here.
not gonna...
You could just tell me.
I'm not gonna say it directly. I was just gonna...
No, you can if you...
I was just gonna keep on going on this whole like, oh, do I need to censor myself for your triggers, you delicate fucking snowflake?
Who, me?
No.
Yeah, you, Gene.
I'm Snowflake. Am I gonna have to break up Catfight?
If I was a snowflake, I wouldn't be here.
That wasn't
No,
in
I'm just
Sarah. That
Okay.
was like,
Sorry.
what are you fucking talking about, Gene?
I don't know. I'm confused.
Oh,
Do you want to talk? Do you want to talk shit about Zidane?
Oh no, I don't. Yeah, he's a whore.
Yeah.
Yo, does enemy know about the whole fucking waiting in the... He probably does, because I feel like he's online more, or he's on Discord more than I
Did
am.
what's their face get offended over that?
What?
Or
Zenemy?
not Zenemy, the you know, the name that begins with an A. They got all triggered because Zidane, I guess, moved people out because he had audio issues and crap like that.
No, I mean, are you just bringing that up because you want to talk shit?
What did Zenemy say?
Zenemy just said what's going on over there, and I was like,
Oh.
he's streaming Resident Evil 2.
I'm awesome at it. Even though I keep dying.
So I think my fucking dude, getting the right dose of your medication is like the most, this has been the worst fucking thing ever. Like, I have a hunch, I don't know, it's a possibility that my dose is like too high, like, you know, I'm taking Cymbalta and SNRI, but you know, it like takes forever to like fully saturate or whatever the fuck. And so, I don't know. I mean, I'm gonna go down and see if that works. But it's just like, bro. And I think that's...
You just need some green herbs, like Leon.
What green, like what, dandelion for the liver?
They just call them green herbs in the Resident Evil verse. Apparently they stop you from becoming a zombie.
Green herbs.
Herbs. If you're from Britain.
Yeah, did we have that conversation? Oh, the fucking, okay. The fucking Baltimore accent, Ryan Sickler always does that. Tuesday.
Tuesday. Do I say it odd? Or oddly?
That's how you say it, Tuesday? He says Tuesday.
He has a thicker one. People that live more near the bay and stuff.
Those bay livers.
Yeah. Like Orioles. Some of them, you can barely understand them.
Are you serious? God.
You know, like in England or British Isles, there are a bunch of like weird dialects that it's like they're speaking another language. You can barely make out what they're saying.
I mean, yeah, I know what you're talking about, but it's not like I could pinpoint like whatever the fuck you're talking about with the Isles.
Yeah, but they definitely you gotta get them to repeat things several times over.
I'm so embarrassed. Like, I'm so bad with accents, and it's so fucking embarrassing. Who's in your chat? Are you checking chat?
Taylor's in chat. She was the last one to say something.
Oh, okay.
Zombies just don't die.
Sorry. Yeah, now it's like not happening to YouTube.
Dude, anybody watching me who's played this game before, they probably think, wow, this guy's terrible.
Oh well. That's what I think, like, no matter what I'm playing, I'm like, oh my god, don't judge me, everybody.
Trigger me.
Please be nice to me.
I'm gonna talk shit about Chabisky.
Yeah. No, I know. I think. Do you want to talk shit about Chabisky?
You said you wanted to talk shit about people.
Well, I got it out of my system earlier. I mean, I have more to say, but I'll say it at some other time.
Oh my god. It's liquor.
Gene, what do you think about ASMR?
Like a, dude, I forget what it stands for. But you want me to do that because of my voice?
No, I'm just curious what you think. Like, do you have any, like, does it repulse you? Does it, like, make you tingly? Like, like, have you even ever consumed ASMR content?
No.
Oh.
Not into porn.
Hi, Teddy. How are you?
It's not porn.
No, it's not
what?
porn. I don't know what you're talking about.
You're flirting with me. Okay. Oh, Zenemy's waiting. Are you gonna pull him in?
Oh. Teddy's a mod. Teddy can pull him in.
How do I do that?
You just grab him and drag him in the private chat.
Like, click and drag? Like, literally?
Yeah, you just click on his profile and drag him in the private.
Oh, wait, so you don't know what ASMR, like, you've never watched or listened to an ASMR, like...
Oh, when you said you haven't consumed it, I feel like we're talking about something else.
I'm on the phone.
You're on your phone. Here, I gotta exit out of the... Or not exit out of the game. I gotta do the Alt-Tab. Howdy.
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 So did you wanna...
Howdy, cowboy.
What?
I think I'm reading DM.
Oh.
Did you wanna, like, what, go on and talk about, the raisins? Teddy?
The raisin.
Yeah.
The raisin.
You know, the raisin controversy.
Oh.
Oh, raisin girl.
Well, and apparently, what low energy videos is not a fan of yours either.
I thought you knew that. They, when Raisin got shit canned from the community, they were, the only person that decided that they were going to cancel me and Chav on her behalf. So they were big in our community and everything, and then once Raisin started engaging in her psycho behavior, they decided to cancel all the people that canceled Raisin.
You didn't even cancel her, right? You just...
Well, you saw the video where they were arguing and stuff, and it was like, I don't even know what they were arguing about, right?
Well, she got upset that, like, Shad butted heads with this one dude in Galen's Discord, and she decided to defend that dude because she's contrarian, and then when she was in the voice chat, one of the things she does is she interrupts people all the time. She steamrolls, can't get a word in. So
I think Kimberly was there while we were watching. The
yeah,
video. But this guy, low energy videos. He DM'd me and asked me if I wanted to be on this show. When is it? I don't know. Later. And he's like, well, you know, I got this girl, Raisin Girl, is going to be a guest on that show, and stuff. And I'm like, Raisin? ? And he's like, Raisin Girl, you know her, right? And I'm like, I think so. I don't know her personally. I know her through you. I've heard of her through you. I don't know her. But anyway. So then I told and I asked him what the hell what fight was. I don't know even what it's about still. But I'm gonna go on the show and I'm gonna mention name to see what kind of reaction I get.
he'll probably just throw like a single quip about me or Shab, like, yeah, they suck, and he might try to just brush it under the rug and move on. So, and the reason he'll do that isn't necessarily because he wants to be formal and professional. It's because if he's live on stream, he won't be able to actually defend her or really justify her actions because there's no feasible way to. It's like, how do you justify the crap she was doing? Like doxing people, threatening people's relatives. Because she got kicked from Hannibal and Monty's Discord around the same time she got kicked from our Discords because she liked...
she's big trouble because she's also doxing people and man, getting other people in trouble.
Yeah, well, she was doing a lot of stuff, and... Okay. Yeah, and when she... One of the things Lev did is he also left Hannibal and Monty's Discord and left, like, all the other Discords that she was getting booted from. And it's like, does he honestly think that in all of these different communities where she's being accused of a lot of really significant and egregious things, that she's the innocent party with all of these separate communities that have no connection with one another?
I'm going to tread lightly with her. Let's see, you know what I mean? Maybe I won't mention your name.
Wait, what?
We'll
Stir
see.
up some drama.
I should? You sure? Yes, my queen. I will then. Then I will. As you
Get kicked off the show.
Well,
poke it with a stick.
The thing is, like, if you really want the drama, you should push them on it. Like, why'd you dox them? Why'd you do this and that? And then, because they aren't able to really, like, if they had shit on me, they would definitely go live and point it out. But the problem is, they don't have anything. We have the receipts of all the fucked up shit she was doing. So... You know, if the roles were reversed and it's just I was the one sending dox threats, I was the one having meltdowns on stream, they definitely would have a completely different approach. They would be showing the receipts and acting like hard data is important, but because the hard data doesn't support them, you're a loser if you take hard data seriously. And they kind of want to lurk, like, outside of, like an open audience. Because if you had them live on stream to discuss it, they just wouldn't be able to really rationalize any of their behavior or any of their, like, decisions.
Well, I saw how they were talking to you. How they conduct itself. So we'll see.
So, who is Low Energy Videos?
He's like, I think he's Australian.
No, he's Scottish. Or no, Irish.
And is he part of, like, I don't know, DP community or something?
Yeah, he was part of their community, and then he tries to stream, and I would say he's not a really good streamer, so he's been streaming longer than I have, and it's like he averages like 2 views a stream. And he was part of our community, and he clearly was kind of coasting a bit off of us, because he would have me and Shab and the regulars in our community on, and he really fucked himself over. You can see it, because when he decided to just be a simp for Raisin, pretty much all of our regulars decided to unfollow him and unsubscribe and stop watching his content. So he's clearly butthurt over that, and that's why he tries to claim that Shab's a backstabber.
What does he talk about on his stream?
He shows videos, does a little bit of news, a little bit of funny stuff. That, you know, kind of stuff I do, a little bit of that, a little bit kind of stuff. But he does it with another guy, right? And I've been on his show before. I'd be like making jokes and doing my thing, and then they'd be like, Teddy, we're watching a video, and I was like, yeah, but I'm doing my thing. Why am I here if you don't want me to talk?
What the?
Thing?
Why would you bring a chef if you don't want to cook?
Oh, what the hell?
Well, putting you can talk.
Well, it's also they do that crap.
That's what it's what it's all about, right? I mean, anybody can watch a video where you got to talk about it.
Yeah, their idea of content is to just watch other people's content without providing much commentary, and then
it is the business, but you've got to talk about it. You've got to break it down. You've got to make it transformative. Otherwise, you are just replaying other people's content.
And on my streams,
you gotta do something.
Yeah, my streams, I watch them at 1.5 speed, and then the videos I watch are like these.
You're talking about topical, news. You know, this is public information.
And I also discuss these serious topics in depth. With him, it's like when he discusses the news, it's like, yup, that happened. It's like Ben, he just kind of doesn't really have much to say.
Ben doesn't even play the news.
So why is he having...
Yeah, not anymore.
Or why does he want you on his stream? Is it because you're so popular, Teddy?
Yeah.
He has guests on, and I mean...
Yeah. Everybody wants to have me as a guest. I mean, Ben wanted me to be a guest on his show. I did it a couple times, but, he wanted me to, he actually wanted me to be one of his hosts on the TAP, the TAP show, the Altered Perspective show, which was this other show. And he also tried to get me to come out to Seattle. I was like, no, I don't think so. You don't even know.
He's going to let you stay at his place?
Yeah, exactly. Right.
Yeah.
But,
Just two dudes blowing each other. No homo.
I don't really trust Ben. There's been a couple of times where I've done him a favor, but then he was just he's never returned a favor. Never returned a favor. You know, he's never been appropriately like anything. You know, he didn't turn around and be like a dick again.
You think he's dead?
No.
I mean, he was always dead.
Double tap. Double tap. Shoot him again anyway.
Look at this game, right? So no.
What's that? Oh, this is the...
Look at this game, right? So no. He's not dead. Eh.
Okay, so he's able to move the bookshelf, but just not this one, because there happens to be some lift or some tool underneath it. That makes sense. Oh, I guess there's no more music, so I guess now they're dead.
Game logic.
What's that?
Game logic.
Well, I mean, you can't move a shelf that's jacked off the track.
What got jacked
yeah.
up?
He's not able to move it without some handle or whatever. I mean,
You gotta jack it off.
I mean, you would need a handle to make it like decompress or whatever, unjackify.
Unjack it.
Unjackify? Is that a...
It's scientific.
You gotta rub one out. Okay.
Yeah, you gotta get it to loosen up, to soften, to lower.
Release the energy.
Yep.
The tension.
Very tense.
There was this talk show where they were talking to this actor who got a big role, you know, for a major movie, and he's like, so as I understand, you had to beat off a lot of other actors for this role, and he was like, he's like, what did I say? Did I say something funny? Didn't you have to beat off a lot of other men for this part? Yes.
Both hands.
Yeah.
Like that meme, I can beat off a lot of gorillas or whatever. That was like fucking viral.
Yeah. They say, like, would 100 men be, or could a gorilla, or, you know. Actually, the truth is, 100 men, 10 guys could probably take a gorilla. In truth.
One gorilla.
well,
Yeah.
I don't know. If one dude's dead, you could use his limbs as weapons. If you, like, split the bones well enough, and it's splintered, spiky enough, like, you could, I guess, lance it, javelin, like, up the gorilla's anus.
Junior, wrong. Everything you say is wrong.
No, let him cook.
What are we talking?
I mean, if you look at chimps, gorillas, their anal regions are usually really exposed.
Yeah, it's true.
Oh, don't they have that,
They don't
like,
have nails.
prolapse? They don't have nails?
What?
What?
Oh, I didn't hear
See-
you.
See, humans have the largest penises of the primate.
I thought it was
Gorillas?
whale. Oh.
No, isn't it
All
dude?
the other ones are tiny. All the other primates are tiny.
No,
Have you
wasn't like the bonobos or the apes that had the biggest balls? That's right, the biggest balls. And then
Yeah,
we,
like,
I
but
think,
we have the biggest.
yeah, the biggest like overall or something, or
Yep.
Or is it biggest dicks? Oh,
And the
whatever.
The longest.
The gorillas are tiny.
Well, is it the biggest in terms of length or the
You've
biggest in
seen
terms
gorillas
of
sitting there.
circumference?
You've seen gorillas. You've seen lots of gorillas. You never see their penis. Their penis is so small.
Probably
Like, wow.
both.
Well, is it? They're like innies.
They're micropeens.
Yes.
That rhymes with Gene. Gene has a micropeen.
That's
the
that's a Gene joke.
I would not be surprised if Gene was packing over.
Tell
has
should
great hair,
that's
so I
his
don't know.
next new.
I bet.
His next new rap.
Shab's already come up with that.
Got a long schlong.
Okay.
Right.
Of course. Why would I think otherwise?
Shab's a comedy genius.
John here, he's got a long Johnson. John Johnson is impressive.
Who? Are we talking about Gene's dick and how huge it is?
His name is John, but we call him Gene.
Well, why does it say Gene? He, who they call Gene, and fucking name.
Who they call Gene because, well, it is.
Because Shab thinks it's funny. That's how it started. It's just John Gene.
I think he misspoke, but then just kind of went with it. I don't know, but whatever. He's Gene. He likes it.
So what, am I supposed to change and call you John now? That just doesn't sound
I don't really
I
care.
was just changing up because I was saying
I'm sorry, it's too
John
late for
Johnson.
Gene.
Johnny
You
Johnson.
look like a fucking Gene. A Genie weenie.
Like he could touch
A
his knee
Genie
with
beanie, because he wears beanies.
Yeah.
and he can touch his knee with his dick. Okay.
A nice beanie.
Hey, you can't touch your knee with your dick.
No, dude, that means you're back. You got that how?
Wait, are you talking about without crouching or?
Gene likes a little abuse. Like he wants you to take his dick and slam it in a book, right?
Wait. So you're telling me most dudes?
Like a Charles Dickens book or something, a big book.
Wait, Teddy, you're saying that if you're sitting down and you fold your legs, you're not able to touch your knee with your dick?
Absolutely can. Yes, I absolutely can. I can touch my knee to my dick to my foot.
It's like
It's like the elephant snout.
I gotta touch my dick to my foot right now.
Well, to be fair, I think maybe people aren't flexible enough, but I mean, it seems like that's something I would expect most people able to do. What? Am I wrong? Am I making assumptions?
Oh yeah. You want to touch your dick to my foot?
Impossible.
I think you could touch your dick to my foot. You want to?
What the fuck?
You could touch my dick with my foot.
But fetish.
Okay,
We're gonna
you
have
want
to
me to
test
touch
it
my
out.
dick to your foot?
I'll touch your dick with your foot. That sounds like fun.
You're saying if you sit pretzel style, you can't touch your foot with your dick.
Oh, foot. Yeah, foot. Yep.
Pretzel style.
Yep, I can do that.
I can touch my pussy lip with my heel.
Oh.
It's impressive.
Yeah. That's impressive. All right.
I kind of didn't expect y'all to hear that.
We are all impressed.
So it's
I
just
am-
kind of like being dumb.
I am in awe. I'm in awe. I really am.
You're in awe.
I'm in awe. This is a Resident Evil game, right?
Yep. You're like in a residence, and there's evil.
Oh, this is the
Hence-
one where they have the house in Spain.
I didn't get the title.
Wait, is a police department technically a residence? I guess it's not.
Well,
I
it's where
guess-
cops live.
Well, I guess the cops don't live there, but prisoners live there.
Well,
It's
they live in the
semantics.
jail. They live in the jail. It's not necessarily the police.
Well, don't they have holding cells in the police department?
That's the jail. The jail is like the holding
Yeah.
prison.
Well, yeah, like
Stuff.
jails. Isn't it 16 months? Like, if it's longer than 16 months, you go to prison. If it's shorter than 16 months, then you go to jail, depending on your sentence.
The legal system.
In most movies, it's like interchangeable. They're in jail or in prison. I don't know. They're behind
Doesn't-
bar.
It probably depends on the state too.
Yeah,
I was so thinking that. Yeah.
but I do know in most states, it's just a matter of like how much time you're spending, and then also whether you're being held before trial. So you could be held before trial for years and be in jail, but after you're
Yeah.
sentenced, it's a matter of like how much time they're keeping you for.
I recommend avoiding this completely.
Uh-oh.
What, jail and prison?
Yeah, if you're gonna do crimes, make sure no one fights out.
That is a good idea.
It's like
Like,
what, right?
perfect
Mount
crime.
Rushmore prison movies. You got the Shawshank Redemption, right?
That's my favorite movie.
Okay.
All right, that's a really good movie. So,
What's that one movie with Adam Sandler where he's in jail? Let's
Adam
go to
Sandler?
prison. Let's go to prison.
Isn't that a
That was-
Bob
that
Odenkirk
was,
movie?
No, it was the guy from Arrested Development that wasn't Jason Bateman.
But I think Bob Odenkirk's in it. I think he directed it.
Oh, director, possibly.
But maybe he was in a small part. I could have
How
sworn.
about, how about some women in prison movies? There's some good women in prison, right? You know what I'm talking about.
Nope, I don't.
Murdoch is in the waiting room.
Oh, just want to pull them in?
Like,
Wait. Got.
Oh, that guy doesn't look so good.
where is the,
Hi.
hello.
Paradox is muted.
What is with the watch party where everybody's muted? So there's a watch
Yeah.
party in the dank dumpster where everybody's muted.
They're
Oh, because
They
they're
passed
watching Rick and Morty.
Shab will do these countdowns, like the watch parties, and then people will join the Discord. So it's a good way to grow your like Discord numbers. And then the thing is, because it's not available on streaming services, and most people don't have cable nowadays, or a large number of people don't have cable. It's a way where people can watch it as it airs without actually having to pay any money.
But they don't know
Good
you can
idea.
actually watch it on adultswim.com.
Well, I don't think they. You can watch it for free after it initially airs, but I get.
No, actually live.
Oh, so they actually do premiere it live?
Yeah.
I thought they would, like, shortly after the first time it premiered, they make it available. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe they changed it, but because if that's the case, it's just a matter of people not knowing.
Yeah. Last week, Shab wanted me to do one of the watch parties, and I was just looking it up, and I went to Adult Swim website. It was live at that time.
Yeah.
So
Yep. They're pretty cool like that.
yeah.
Oh, but we were talking about Jean's nipples. I get back to
Oh, please, yeah. Oh, don't let me interrupt.
Go outside without a shirt and it's really cold out. They get hard, but I think that's normal.
He's got unusually large areolas. Right.
Those pepperoni nipples.
Pepperonis, right.
Soft.
Somebody have a niche for that. Yeah.
Little Smokies. They're like those little Smokies, right?
Love them.
I want to poke them with a toothpick.
What is Gene playing here?
It's the RE2 remake.
Say again?
The Resident Evil 2 remake.
Oh, okay.
This is the one where the police station's evil instead of the house.
Yeah, and for some reason, the police station has a very large, like, 2-story library. They have a bunch of statues with, like, different puzzles, and in order to get to...
They call it RE instead of Resident
Evil.
Yeah. Save time, right? It's really a time-saving thing, right? Because, he's pressed for time.
Yeah.
Abbreviations.
Every second counts. Oh fuck.
You're telling me to unlock the door to your house, you don't have to put gems in a statue or anything?
Yeah, I was making a bunch of jokes like that yesterday. It's
Yeah. Every door has to be opened with like you have to stick some gems in some little holes.
Every time they want to use the restroom.
Oh no.
They need to talk to one dude in the west wing of the department in order to get the one staff of the statue to put it in the statue's hands so they can get the circle emblem.
Do you still have to save with the old-timey typewriter and the tape and stuff?
Yep.
For whatever reason.
But it adds, I guess, challenge to the game.
Right. But we have laptops. It's obviously present. We're not dealing with typewriters.
Well, this is a period piece.
Year 2000.
So this, I think this is supposed to take place in the 80s. Or no, said it was 98. So yeah, they should have computers.
Yeah, for sure. I've seen a laptop. I was pointing out
yeah.
laptop on the table next to the typewriter, and I was like, that's a little odd, right?
Yeah, they had laptops in the 80s. They were just huge.
Yeah, they'd look kind of like a briefcase almost.
Yes.
With the gray box exterior, and then you would open it up and it would have a keyboard that was embedded to it.
Yeah.
And then it was stupid because a lot of them you could I guess plug in a new keyboard or whatever, but if the wire got severed, you were screwed. Or I guess you could take it to somebody to repair it or use some electrical tape.
Sounds like a phone today.
And it's kind of the same way it was back then. The new technology would come out pretty quickly, right? Making the previous computer kind of obsolete. Everybody wanted the newer one, right? Some systems the Apple II sat around for a good long time. But it's always about the next big system, the next big computer.
The first Apple that was wasn't even a computer. It was like a typewriter.
I mean, like 5 years, maybe the longest time for or even a video game system.
Well, like Moore's Law, silicon tech, so pretty much any computer doubles in power every 18 months. So by the time the next like game console comes out, it's already been, or they're already like 6, 10 times.
Nintendo came out in '86, and the Super Nintendo '91, about 5 years later, right? Nintendo's just particularly good because they continued to support the Nintendo long after the Super Nintendo came out. In fact, they were still releasing Nintendo games when the 64 came out. You know? Like, yeah, I think there was a Kirby game released on the Nintendo.
Oh, wow.
64 was.
The 360, PS3, they both had half a gigabyte of RAM. So at the end of their...
was born with an Atari 2600 in the house. Okay, it was just always there. It is eternal. Atari 64 or Atari 2600 has always existed, right? But I remember when the Nintendo came out, and it was amazing. But I remember looking at the controller being like, that's wacky. I'm used to a joystick with one button on there. There's so many buttons on that thing, right?
It's confusing.
It's only gotten more confusing. But that little cross, which I thought would be weird to control a little guy on the screen with, is still the best way to control a little guy on the screen. Your controller still has a little cross on it, doesn't it?
What do you mean, the control pad?
Yeah. Cross. Because you've got probably 2 analog sticks. You know, the joystick, the proverbial joystick has returned with the analog stick, but the cross remains.
So now I got a staff. I had to get a book and a statue arm for it. Now I don't know what the staff is for. Probably I need to stick it in like the pylon of some generator.
Stick it in.
Now what?
Stick it in.
See, I need to get better at running around the zombies. Zidane seems to be good at that. They always seem to grab me. Fuck. It's like, I guess there's a perfect cadence to it. It was easier to run around them with the tank controls.
Paint?
No, tank controls. Have you played the
no.
original Resident Evils?
No.
You know what?
They had the weirdest controls. There were a few other games that had those kind of controls. It's because you were on a 2-dimensional grid with like static backgrounds and there was no camera. So
see, you didn't say taint controls. You said tank.
Yeah, tank.
Yep.
Not the taint, which is the area.
Yes.
Yep.
In between your legs. The taint.
Right.
We're not talking about the taint.
Not tank control.
Totally different.
Oh.
Yep.
But why? Why aren't we talking about tank control? That's what I want to know.
Yeah, you gotta control it by like scissoring.
Yeah, you got the idea. You got the idea. Scissoring.
Yeah, probably work.
Yep.
It's a challenge and a workout.
When do you think scissoring was invented?
I don't think humans invented it. I think we evolved from a species that invented it.
We evolved from another species, then, so they were. Do you think they were
Well,
scissoring before we were?
Bonobos. Fucking scissor.
Bonobos scissor.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
So chances are, before human beings even walked upright, they were scissoring.
I believe it.
I've heard scissoring doesn't even feel good.
Well, it depends on.
Yeah, you would know. You go to
physiology.
the fuck palace all the time.
Yeah, and sometimes
Created
it's a weird fit. You know what I mean? Or like sometimes it's a weird.
Sometimes
fit.
what?
It's a weird fit. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, cause like like I have like my legs are more spaced apart or whatever. I might be a good candidate for scissoring, but then
Right.
yeah.
But not everybody is. Some people have it kind of low, and it's kind of the rubber it does go because this area can be low or it can be higher on different.
Can be medium.
That complex.
Right. And some people have a lot that's exterior. There's a lot of exterior stuff, and some people instead are more inside. Like it's like a little clam there. Instead, some people the lips are out
Clam.
there. You know what I'm saying? It's the difference. Like somebody, it's literally protrudes, and then other people, it's not. It's like inside. It's all tucked away. That's that matters too. You know what I mean?
You need one of those walnut. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. I know exactly what you're talking about. And
I don't.
It's a whole different thing with a double-ended dildo. If you have a double-ended dildo, then the whole scissoring thing is entirely different. You know what I'm saying? With a double-ended dildo, that's a whole different thing. Just rubbing parts. It's very much based on how you're shaped and whether they're actually making contact or not. Sometimes they're not. You're just rubbing up, and it's like I'm not really doing anything. Nothing's really making contact. It's cool. It looks cool, but I'm not really enjoying it. And reverse cowgirl. There's a lot of work, and again, it's how you're shaped.
That's actually my favorite position. Oh,
reverse cowgirl. Probably number. Yeah. Reverse cowgirl is probably number 3, but it depends on how we are shaped together. It's not might not work. Might not work. See what I'm saying?
I don't know how that wouldn't work.
Who does it not work for?
I'm just saying. Sometimes. Some people are. I'll be all right. Some people are too fat. Some people are too fat to do it. Right? You got too much gut. It's going to be hard.
Well, they need to be less fat.
I want to write these things down.
Oh
Yes. Taking notes. You good student. Well, it's happening on stream, so I guess it's like taping, recording your lectures.
Yeah, you can refer back to your notes at a later time.
Apparently, when students do that, most don't actually go back and watch the lectures.
This is for educational purposes.
Yes.
Right.
Of course. Yeah. All of this.
I don't want to learn anything.
Who does?
Learning is good. It's where you learn
stupid.
names of positions.
It's fun
right?
learning class. This is like...
Why my streams are awesome. Get lots of learnings.
Yeah,
You have
we're all
to-
learning.
And you have to put up with egotistical Gene.
I'm not egotistical. I'm a very altruistic, selfless kind of guy.
Yeah, he's the most not egotistical.
Yes. That's why I'm
Are you
so
the most
exceptional.
humble? You're the most humble man in the world.
Yes, says me. Therefore, you know it's true.
It is
If they say it on the internet, it has to be true. This is the internet.
Only everyone was as exceptional as I. But unfortunately, hardly no one is as exceptional as I.
I'm definitely not.
Tender heart starts to ache and throb and bleed. As if only.
That sound is Shakespearean.
It's actually me, like, ripping off the lyrics of Wicked, the song where Glinda sings about how popular she is.
Never seen Wicked.
Neither have I.
I've seen it a couple times.
I've wanted to see it, but I just haven't got around to it.
Music's definitely a lot better than the 39 movie.
The what?
The music's said a lot better than the 39 film.
Oh, the prequel? Or no, I guess this is the prequel. Wicked is the prequel.
Wicked. Wicked.
Ariana Grande?
Wicked 2. It's coming up.
They divided the movie. Well, the plays usually are like a few hours in length, but people have shitty attention spans now.
That's a Gene bingo.
Somebody made a bingo game around me.
They did? Who did that?
Yeah, they did. Teddy.
Was it Shad?
No, what's her fucking name? Little Alexa made it. She hasn't been around a while, but she would post a lot of Gene memes.
Oh, I like how that sounds. Gene me.
Yeah, kind of rhymes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like Mean Gene.
Mm-hmm.
We know some of their Mean Gene, brother.
I think,
Yeah, I got
don't you have it, Teddy? I think I showed you the Gene Bingo.
Yeah, I've seen it.
You should read it all, 'cause I think people would think it's funny. Explosive barrel. So they just have a C4 charge randomly taped to a wall somewhere. I'm wondering, was that there before the zombie breakout happened?
What do you want them to leave it on the ground? That someone might trip.
Oh no. Fuck. I hate this game. I felt I kept a reasonable distance. Okay, do you think something else is in here? There's a lot of openings in the ceiling, so I think I'm about to be jump scared.
Oh, hell yeah.
Here, in the chat here on the thing. Do you think like your anatomy might make this sexual position difficult or not?
What chat?
I can't see the
Chat.
chat.
Chat in the voice chat.
I have
It
to.
doesn't open.
Yeah,
It's like
same
this
here.
failed to load.
Yeah, I can't see it.
Yeah. Oh boy.
Okay, I'll put it in the general text chat. All right. Like, based on anatomy, this may or may not be difficult.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
Oh, I could totally
Um,
do that.
To do that, right, or like this one here. Okay, like.
Is this what you're doing? You're looking up.
Oh, this is like the Superman.
And this one's called the Viennese oyster, right?
Oh my god.
I feel like this should be an SFW, but yeah, it's fun.
This is martial arts right here.
Yeah, yeah, that's all.
It's cartoons are drawn in very, whimsical kind of way, right?
Mm-hmm.
See, I gotta do some yoga.
Right, the Viennese oyster is not, shouldn't be that difficult, right?
That one's missionary plus.
The purple
yoga poses
is called the Viennese oyster.
Yeah, that's barely more than missionary. It's just missionary with a flip.
Yeah. Yeah, who hasn't done that?
Right now.
It looks like a shell crab.
Now, I mean, like, and a simple one like this, it has to do with whether or not you two actually fit. The two people have to fit together, right? And yeah, and your hip width, and
Well, I thought it's if she spreads her leg enough.
right, if she spreads her leg enough, right?
And you probably gotta angle your butt out a little bit.
Yeah.
But I mean,
With a woman.
I like how she's like kind of chilling too.
Okay, look this,
Unless it's like Shanny, you're probably good.
Or this one right here. This one, it can be done, right? Like, it totally can be
What in
done.
the fuck?
But he's got all of these in a marked folder for when he wants to study.
No, but seriously,
That's when he got these in the folder.
like the doggy style, or it's called the dragon style, you do put one leg up. You know what I'm saying? You got one, you're on a knee, and then you put the other leg up.
How are we supposed to do this?
Technically, that's called dragon style.
You're
Like-
dead, Jane.
I can see myself like popping
Oh,
over.
Dean, you died.
We're doing it
But
dragon
here,
style.
one sec. For the 3 people watching, I'm gonna call it a night for the live stream.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Nighty night people watching on YouTube, but I'll still hang out in the Discord chat.